The Trident kit from Council of Vapor. Let's check it out. What's up, Vape fam? It's Dave, back with you from Married to the Mod. And today we're going to check out this Trident kit from Council of Vapor. What it is a 60-watt mod and the Vengence tank from them. And I'll tell you, I've been vaping this thing quite a bit, kind of putting it through its paces, and I love it. The power's there. There's 3 different modes. There's soft, standard, and powerful. I've been using it on powerful, maxed out at 60 watts. I'm getting decent battery life off of it. And you know, for a single 18650 mod, 60 watts is right around where you want to be. And then you put that powerful mode on there, and it really ramps it up, and it really is like a 70-watt device. Really, really impressed by what this mod actually does. What we're going to do is go down low, show you how to use this, the ins and outs of it. Then we'll come back up, I'll vape on it, tell you my pros and cons, and if I'd recommend it to you. Okay, so I'll see you down low. Alright, so we're back with you down low here. This is the packaging that it's going to come in here. It says Council of Vapor on the side. 60-watt kit. This is the white version. I do believe it also comes in a black and like a tan grayish type of color. Kind of normal Council of Vapor packaging here. The Trident kit. And in this package you will receive one Vengence tank, the Trident mod itself, a spare glass for the Vengence tank, 3.2 ohm coils including the one that comes installed in the tank, and a nice USB cable. Tank's going to be a 22 millimeter Addy. Drip tip here, you will see there's a honeycomb shape there. No 510 adapter for this. To fill this, you're going to use its bottom fill. Unscrew it at the base. It'll come out with your coil, and you just put your dropper or whatever in there around the edge. Don't fill it up past the chimney, obviously. Coils, very nice, 0.2. They'll say 0.2 on them right there. Pretty nice wide diameter on them. And that's just going to screw in your base like so. Then you have some nice airflow holes here. 1, 2, 3, 4 of them actually. And what happens on one happens on all of them. That would be all the way closed, and that would be all the way open, and there is a stopper. That 510 pin does protrude a little bit, but I wouldn't recommend to use it on a hybrid mech mod. And on the bottom here it's going to say what every Council of Vapor tank does say, besides this part here where it says it is the Vengence. Other than that, it'll say the Council of Vapor, established 2013, and a serial number there. Alright, so let's check out this mod. On this mod, it's going to have a nice logo here that says Council of Vapor. On the back side, it'll say Trident. And this top piece here almost kind of feels rubbery, but it's not rubber. It is a metal. Buttons are very nice and clicky. You have a USB port here for charging. And the way you put the battery in this is pretty cool. But before I do that, let me tell you a few specs. It's going to be 91 millimeters tall, 43 millimeters wide, and 24 millimeters deep. So your 25 millimeter Addies are going to hang over just a little bit on this. 510 pin there is going to be spring loaded. To insert the battery, you just simply slide this little button over and the whole inside will come out, and then this is just kind of like a case that goes over the mod itself. Now the inside piece here, you do see that the buttons are on there, your screen, your firing button, your USB charging port. Nice battery cradle here. Spring-loaded positive contact there on the bottom. The positive side of the battery does go down on this mod. and it slides in pretty easily. As soon as you put it in, it's going to say Council of Vapor Trident, and you just slide that outer case on, and there you go. Now when you first turn this mod on, it's going to be locked. 3 clicks to unlock it. On the screen itself, it's going to tell you your watts, your resistance, your volts that you're being given. This right here is the volts of your battery. If we can get into focus there. There we go. And a battery indicator. And you have those 3 modes. Powerful, you hit the down button to change that. Soft, and standard. You also have 5 memory settings. To change that, you're just going to hit the up button. Right there you'll see memory 1, memory 2, 3, 4, and 5. This is a 60 watt device, so that would be topped out. Now, to adjust the wattage, you can hit up. If you want to adjust to 10 watts, right after you hit up, you press down, and it'll say adjust, and you can adjust it in 0.1 increments. And it scrolls pretty quick. All the way up to 60, does not round robin. So to get into the menu, 5 clicks of the fire button. Your first selection would be system on. You could click a down or up button for system off. Power or temp mode. If you leave it in power, you can adjust your wattage again in here by 0.1 increments. Or display right or left. There's also a bypass mode in this, whereas if you decide to turn it on, you would exit the menu. Your screen is only going to say bypass mode, and it's going to give you as much power as the battery has in it. So if there's 4.10 volts in the battery, you're going to get 4.1 volts right to the atomizer. Now you can go into temp mode, Celsius or Fahrenheit, and it's going to go from 200 degrees Fahrenheit all the way up to 600 degrees Fahrenheit. Or in Celsius, it will go from 100 degrees Celsius to 300 degrees Celsius. Now if you want to flip your screen at any time from the main screen here, you can just press the up and down button and it'll flip it. These memory settings are also there for the temperature control modes too. Memory 1 would be 1, 150, 2, 250, and 300. That's all degrees Celsius. That would be your memory settings for Celsius. They also have them for Fahrenheit, but you get the gist of it. So lock the device is 3 clicks, and I think I'm perfectly good with jumping out, vaping on it, and talking about it. Alright guys, so we're back with you up top with the Trident mod and the Vengence tank from Council of Vapor. Really cool combo here. Right off the bat, I just want to give you some vapor production. It's running the 0.23 ohm coil, the one that comes with it. I have it set to 60 watts on powerful mode. Let me have a vape and show you some vapor production off this thing. I'm impressed with it. The flavor is outstanding off of these coils, and at 60 watts I would not expect to get such a big cloud off of it. But really good all in all, you know? Let's go ahead and talk about pros and cons. As far as pros, nice stealthy kind of vape. I don't have the biggest hands, but it's about the size of my hand. They aren't small hands, let's say that. Also, I like this little magazine style battery or way of putting your battery in. I like that. I like that the screen is so bright. I've been using this for about a week and a half now. I've been outside in the sun, had no problem seeing this screen. Probably one of the brightest screens I have used on a mod. I like that it's pretty easy to get around on this mod. It does take a second to kind of figure out how to get around, but once you do, really easy. Just click, click, you know, you have your memory functions in there. The 3 ramp ups, the soft, standard, and powerful, that's an awesome little feature to it. And it's just form-fitting to your hand. it has this back rounded edge to it. So you're just kind of your finger's gonna just fall on that fire button, real nice, real easy. Let me get another vape. Now let's talk about a few cons, alright? First, the Vengence tank. It's a bottom-filled tank. That's kind of getting phased out, as we all know. Everyone's into the top-filled tanks, and it's whatever. I guess it's just something that we're going to have to deal with. It hasn't been a big problem for me. It could be a subjective con, I guess. Also, the drip tip does have airflow. There's a little washer that goes in between. It's kind of like a bored out drip tip there, and there's a washer that kind of goes into there, and there is these little holes around that drip tip that does, if you pull that out, it does allow you to have airflow on your drip tip. I'm not a huge fan of it. I know some people are, and I feel like this tank has plenty of airflow with the 4 airflow slots that it does have there on the bottom. As far as cons on the device, I haven't really found too many. One that I'm kind of seeing, and this is probably just for this device, is my down button is not working all the time. I'll click it once, I'll click it twice, and then once it starts working, I don't have a problem with it. But getting it to work is sometimes a little bit of an issue. Let me have another vape. I can't tell you how impressed I am with the flavor on this thing. Really, really impressive. Battery life, really, really good. I've been using this all day long on 60 watts, maxed out, on powerful, and I'm getting 3/4 of a day. Haven't really got a full day off of it, but 3/4 of a day on a device that's maxed out with a single 18650 in my book is pretty good, or in my opinion, let's say. So yeah, would I recommend this to someone? Definitely. Definitely. This isn't so much for an advanced vapor, but if you're an intermediate vapor or a beginner, this is a kit that you want to look into. One of the better kits that I've found on the market, actually. You can put your battery in there. The only thing it doesn't come with is a battery, so you got to go ahead and purchase a battery with it. But you throw your battery in there, throw your juice in there, the coils are in there, let it wick up a little bit, and bam, you're vaping. Excellent choice if you're going to go ahead and purchase yourself a kit. So before I let you go, I just want to say thank you to everyone out there who's hitting that subscribe button. If you haven't, please do hit that subscribe button. Got a lot more content coming for you. Got some giveaways coming up for you. And also remember to go to CASA.org. I'm going to throw a link for that down low. Please, if you haven't yet, sign up and fight for your right to vape. It's really what every single vapor has to do. Advocacy isn't really a choice anymore. It's something that every single vapor, if you like to vape, even if you don't vape and you're thinking about it, please go to CASA.org, send an email, just get involved with that in one way or another. Everyone, this is not a tobacco product. This is a vaping product, and it shouldn't be classified as tobacco. We really got to get that HR 2058 bill passed. So I figure I just need to say something like that. I know I'm not one of these bigger reviewers or anything like that, but I do my part. I go there. I send my emails every day. I make my phone calls. Again, thanks everyone, and remember, vape together, stay together.